Hello. Okay, so I am going to be doing a Bob Ross painting on my car. That's my car right there. Anyway, kind of really late to the trend of things, and I'm also on a spinning chair, so if you hear background noise, that is my brother. He's working on, I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something. So I don't have all the proper colors like at all. It's basically just like house paint that works on metal too. But I have little pints of like blue, that's green, but blue here, and brown. So I'm not going to be doing one of his that has like a sunset in it because I didn't feel like getting all those colors, and that's like a lot, so I'm not doing that. But I'm going to be using white to mix with like the blue to make a lighter sky blue, and I also need to sand down the hood of my car. So basically I'm going to be doing it on the main front hood here. I'm going to tape off like all of this right here so that no paint gets on this outside part and it's just on the main part of the hood. That makes sense. Also, my car has been like peeling, like the varnish is coming off. If that's focusing, that's definitely not focusing. But it looks really crusty, and so I have this little, oh that's really, let me zoom it out again. Oh dear lord. I have this sander, and I'm just gonna go over the entire hood, and then we can paint. Little backstory on my car. So I actually cannot drive it right now. It is not runnable. Is that a word? I don't know. But the bottom engine decided to blow up on me, so I didn't know at this point that I was actually going to get it fixed, but I was like, ooh, great idea. Let's paint Bob Ross on it, give it a proper funeral, let's go. And then I find out that I'm actually going to get it fixed, so I was like, why not do it anyway? So yay, love this for us. My brother is so kindly removing the little like sprayer thingies, what are they called?
Windshield washer fluid.
The windshield washer fluid shooters. I have the car prepped now. We sanded it down completely, and then I also wiped it down with this like acetone stuff, I think, that like takes the rest of the grime and whatever all. Now I'm just going to mask off the edges and put paper on anything else that like I don't want painted. So far this is what we have. I have it all like papered down, so the edges are covered. Looks kind of funny, but it's perfect. Oh wow, look at that lovely muck boot with my pants. I will say my outfit in this video is not the most poppin' thing you'll ever see, but it is my painting outfit, so what can we do? In this clip here, I am getting the paint ready, just kind of mixing the blue with more white, so it makes it kind of a lovely sky blue. Love that. The main colors that I used were just green, yellow, brown, white, blue, and like a lighter brown. And I thought about doing like a sunset one, but I really didn't feel like going out and buying all of those colors and then like messing around with it. I kind of wish I would have now, looking back, because I'm decently good at blending sunsets, but it is what it is, and it's kind of already cemented on my car, so yay. I just went right in with the sky blue here, and also my hair decided to just let gravity do its thing, and it's starting to fall down, which is kind of bothering me, but it's fine. I'm doing fine. I honestly never knew like how entertaining Bob Ross really was until like doing this painting on my car. Whenever I would get frustrated, I just go back and watch his videos, and he's honestly the funniest and like soothing thing ever. I just burped, I'm sorry, excuse me. But he's really funny, and if you need to be like calmed down, go watch a video of his. After I finished the top half, I mixed together a little bit of green in my sky blue to do the water down at the bottom of the painting. When it came to the clouds, I was definitely having the hardest time with them. They were just turning out like really hard, cartoony clouds, and I was angry. I was very angry. And Bob Ross made it look so easy. He was up there like flicking them around, making them look all fluffy and light, while mine were just looking like very opaque sheep floating in the sky. Then Bob Ross said he wanted a fantastic little mountain, in his words exactly, on his painting, so I was like, we gotta do the same thing. Now this is where I started to stress a lot more. It was just not working out how I wanted it to, and I was like, this is ugly, I don't know what I'm doing, and quite frankly, I didn't know what I was doing, but I did set my expectations a little bit high for me, like basically having no painting experience at all. One thing is definitely painting on metal is a lot harder than painting on a canvas. The paint does not soak in, it basically just sits on top of the hard surface and swirls around. So I give myself a little pat on the back for how well this painting actually turned out being on metal. As far as doing the snow, that was kind of giving me issues because the paint underneath was still really wet. So when I would drag the brush or even the little scraper thingy along to add the snow, it would just mix in with the brown and look all muddy. So the snow wasn't like white and crisp anymore. It was just kind of smooshy. Now that the snow was finished on the mountain, now I promise through the lens, like it looks a lot worse than it did in person. I was actually pretty happy with the in-person look. But then I started adding on the little foothills at the base of the mountain so that later I could add the trees. From there, I added the trees individually, just like swiping down with a dark green paint and then adding little branches just to make little baby pine trees all the way along the lake or ocean thing happening down at the bottom. I ended up doing a lot of work off of camera because it wasn't really working out, so I got pretty stressed. I'll show you like what I did off camera in a second. But it just was not working out. I was getting really upset, and I kind of fixed it. Like it looks a little better now, but I was not a happy camper. This is all of the work that I did off of camera. It didn't turn out too well. The pine trees were not looking so cute. Also, I'm sorry, this is like a really grainy and shaky video. I was running out of daylight, so I decided to call it quits there, and it's not focusing. Please focus. There we go. Now it's focused. So the bush on the right side that I'm zoomed in on there, that looks weird, funky, and then the pine trees had me really frustrated because the one on the left is kind of cute, and then the one on the right is like a whole skeletal system. And the clouds were looking stupid as well. So I was just not having a great time, and I was kind of really frustrated at this point. I took a few days off of the painting. It was actually over the weekend. I was pretty busy and didn't have any time. And spending that time away from it and coming back to it actually really helped me like look at it and see the things that I liked about it. And then I also added those little yellow bushes along, or tree thingies along the bottom there. The paint is still also wet in this video, so it has a weird sheen to it. And overall, I was a lot happier with it, like the trees looking cuter. I mean, the right one, not so much, but the left one, I was okay with. And then I just hit the entire thing with a few coats of clear coat. So that next evening, or like that evening, not that next evening, but that evening I went back out there when everything was dry, and I just wanted to cover my hood, or like the glass part, my window, with cardboard so that I wouldn't get any of the clear coat on there. And then I just proceeded to spray the entire thing with, I think I did about 3 or 4 coats. I almost used the entire can on the hood, but I wanted to make sure that it really dried in between each coat so that it doesn't like get all weird. Now this right here is the finished product. I went and took all the newspaper and masking tape off the edges so it's a nice like clean line. And also that little yellow speck, I don't know where that came from. I think it might have splattered when I was painting. I mean, duh, of course it did, but I was just picking at it. And as far as the trees, again, I'm upset with them and they look stupid. But the rest of the painting, I was kind of happily surprised with myself. So whoop-de-doo. Okay, well this is the finished car. I'm pretty happy with it. Like my legs really stick out so far from my shoes. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I have long legs, no doubt. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Like, I was kind of freaking out. Like, it doesn't look anything like Bob Ross's painting. Like, his is more realistic, and mine kind of looks like a 5-year-old kid drew it in cartoon style. But like, the mountains look okay. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna be driving around with a big like mountain scene on my car hood for a long time now, unless I want to actually spend a lot of money and get it fixed or like repainted white. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. Have a good rest of your day.